Welcome to the weekly recap of September week 2 of GBP AUD. Basically, what I said was if price breaks back below this key level, safe sells on break and retest level, only if price creates bearish intraday structure, which we were, and then we would continue down to the next key levels and eventually end up at this lower target up here. So let's go through what happened. Our lower target was 1.7752. 7752, yeah, same thing. We did reach there, right? In this area after we broke back below. When we broke back below, we continued down, broke back low and started continuing down, and we eventually just reached there, and then we reached a new low target. Had that mapped out, but wasn't a part of the analysis because I didn't think GBP AUD was going to continue like that. But let's go through the moves. So starting with 4 hour, essentially this is a lower high, right? This is a lower low. And once price broke back below this level, we knew the first level we were going to reach was this one down here, right? So let's check that out. That was the first proper trade of the week. 1 second. Yeah, so you see, this was on the 7th after an open price created a lower high in lower time frames, right? And then it broken below the level, and then once it closed back below the level, it was safe sells to this level, 100 pips, and your stop loss was above the high. So 20 pip stop loss, 100 pip take profit, 1 to 5 right there, okay? In this types of scenarios, it's best to leave a runner, right? Because prices is trending so hard. So that was on Monday, first London session. And then what we saw the next day on 8th was a continuation. So you see this price broke this level now. This is our next key level that we had. Where is it? Yeah, 80480 due to these price behavior here, price activity. So once we broke it, retested, and eventually by the next day we got there, but you can see how price initially rejected it. So all we're looking for is 50 pips. Once you got that 50 pips, okay, like you knew it was time, okay, like you can secure most of your positions and then leave runners, because this was such a clean move. You see, the price broke below and then retest. We can even go in more into depth here. Price broke below, had a retest, right? Retest and then move down, which was 80 pips. But even then, if you didn't know where to take target, you could have just gone for 50 pips, right? And then left a runner in case price did continue down. And price did continue down. You wouldn't have gone stopped out because your entry would have been right at the level, actively reacting to these levels, right? So eventually your runner would have gone over 130 pips to the zone that we have. But otherwise it would have been like 50 pips-ish, right? Okay, so that's on Tuesday. And then I personally didn't like this on GBP AUD, sorry. This is on the 9th, but you see price is still above this zone, and it was taking a while for it to break, right? I don't like this price action, right? Because I want price to show what it's done at this level, and then we'll follow up. So essentially 9th would have been a no trade for me on GBP AUD. So we created a new low, right? And on higher time frames, it's pretty obvious. We created a new low, broke. We're now we're below this level here, right? 1.79-ish. Yeah, we're below that level. And essentially what we're looking for is a retest. So that level is from where is that? 1.79. This price activity here on daily, you can check it out. On daily, it's these candles closing, right? Candle closures here, wicks over here. So essentially it's a pretty big zone. But so let's check it out. I went over this in my daily recaps of September 10th, that we were just consolidating, and I even called this out perfectly. We were consolidating right here. So this is just order flow being generated, right? Order flow being generated, and we pulled up straight to our key level. We started consolidating. Once we broke back below, it was sell time. So this is what I mean when we say, I say this in every single one of my videos. Get this in your head. only take positions when price is actively reacting to these levels, okay? Active reactions, only take positions then. So this would have been honestly trade of the week on GBP AUD. You enter right when price is rejecting. Your first take profit is 95 pips at the fill of the sell range, and then, or you could have held down for the new low to be made, and virtually you would have had like a 15 pip stop loss, right? Above that level. So 150 pips here. Price did end up breaking further below and then continuing. Essentially, so your runners would have gotten so on the 10th, there's a 300 pip move, 300 plus pip move, right? You didn't have to catch all of it, but your runner would have gone 100 pip, 50 pips in profit. And that's a lot. If you have like a one lot runner, that's an extra like 1,500 US dollars. So that was that. And then on the 10th, on the 11th, which was Friday, all pound pairs basically the same thing, but essentially our next level was 1.7500, right? And essentially price, there's an FTR here. So price is staying below this level, okay? Staying below this level, consolidating. You saw we got a lower high and then more lower highs. And then once we broke this this area, you see this candle broke it. Once we broke it, we continued down, and that continuation down was 100 pips. So I personally don't like entering here, something like this. Best entry would have been somewhere along this area at the top of the consolidation, because why are we going to enter in the middle of the consolidation when at the top of the consolidation is a better entry, right? Like even here, top of the consolidation rather than entering here. So if you enter at the top of the consolidation, or better would have been if you entered below, once it broke below, then you knew it was going to continue up and your stop loss would have been above the previous wick. So 100 pips here, 154 pips here, 78, 80. So 104, 80, 150, and 95. 104 plus 80 plus 150 plus 95. So 430 pips on GBP CAD. Good opportunities. Just need to know what you're looking for. 3 of those opportunities was when price is actively reacting to these levels. This was a less like quality setup. These are more quality ones because price is actually reacting to here, right? So let's say like 350 pips or 330 pips opportunities worth. But even this was just, consolidation for continuation to the next level. And as you can see, we tapped 1.7500 exactly. It's not a coincidence that we surpassed it. These round numbers work, right? So we passed made that. So 4 perfect opportunities, not perfect, 3 perfect opportunities. 4th one was just a consolidation to continue down below top level, and then we rejected it, created the weekly wick. This is also consolidation, pull up to the key level for liquidity, and then continue down. See, this is just order flow being generated. This is order flow being generated, right? Order flow generation, move down, and then active reaction here, active reaction here, active reaction here, and then continue down. Yeah, so that's essentially it. 350, 330 or 430 if you want to count this move. But other than that, that's it. GBP AUD follow analysis nicely reached our low target, which was here, and then continued even further low. So you see weekly it was very strong. Weekly moved a solid 755 pips. That's ridiculous. But yeah, that's GBP AUD, and I'll make the GBP CAD analysis recap in a bit. Yeah, this is GBP AUD recap for the 2nd week of September. Thanks for watching.